Hey, all you conservative, Trump-loving, Rush-cloning talk show hosts out there. Are you feeling a bit alienated? You feel betrayed? You feel disenfranchised? Especially if you work for Cumulus Broadcasting? Well, this is the world's smallest violin, and it's playing just for you. Hi, Jim Walsh here. Commentary on the issues of the day. Your comments welcome below. Click like, please subscribe, and ring that bell for your future notifications there. Yeah, this week, Cumulus Broadcasting, one of the big mega companies running radio stations, there aren't that many of them left. Cumulus is one of them. And they issued an order this week to all the talk show hosts on their stations to back off on the fake election fraud Trump got screwed thingy in the wake of all the crap that happened last week at the Capitol. You know, sometimes things are so ridiculously obvious, even a radio executive can see what's going on. And that seems to be the case here. And one of the first really intelligent moves a major talk radio company has made in probably several decades. They're telling their host to back off on that crap. Probably a case of doing the right thing for the wrong reason. They're not doing it because it doesn't make for good radio. They're doing it because they're afraid of the legal ramifications somewhere down the road, which I suppose is a valid reason for doing it. I mean, it is the right thing to do, and I'll take it for what it is. But that being said, all you talk show hosts out there who have been high on the hog the last couple of decades, doing your Rush clone act, talk radio a long time ago, basically turned into Rush and his 10,000 clones, including Sean Hannity, who's basically a Rush clone with a wheezy, whiny Brooklyn accent. And guys like Levin, who owes his entire career on the radio to being Sean's buddy, but let's not go there for now. All you guys who have been high on the hog for the last couple of decades with your high salaries and your great bonuses, not for big ratings, of course, and your total inability to entertain or say anything really fresh and compelling, or for that matter, your inability to really do an effective job selling the sponsorships, selling the clients' products, well, looks like the chickens have come home to roost. By the way, the thing with the commercials, have you listened to talk radio lately? If you have, you'll notice, you will certainly now that I pointed out to you, you'll notice you won't hear a lot of commercials for major companies like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, Coke, Pepsi, McDonald's. All the big mega companies with their big mega bucks, they want nothing to do with talk radio. That's been the case for a while now. What do you hear? You hear the My Pillow guy, and you hear, buy gold now before they elect another black president. Crap like that. Well, for all you hosts out there who owe your entire careers to the ability to parrot the latest convenient Fox Rush talking points and little else, you should have seen it coming. How could you not see this coming? How could you not know that this was the ultimate logical result of what was going on? You lay down with fleas, you get up scratching, don't come crying to me. Will this mean a major change in the way spoken word radio is done in our country? Probably not. Because, yeah, the hosts they've been pretty much castrated, but at this point, I think the horse is out of the barn. The money's just not there anymore. And most of these major companies are so broke that they're not going to be willing to spend a lot of money experimenting and doing the one thing which really scares them even more than going out of business, and that is thinking outside the box. I think the future of what we used to call talk radio is online, with podcast and live streaming versions of what used to be the great radio stations. That's what's happening. And for all of you talk show hosts out there who have played the game so willingly, which, I don't necessarily begrudge. What I do begrudge is the way so many of you have really bought into the bullshit. I talk to talk show hosts about this all the time. I says, how can you stand doing that format and making that crap up? And they say things like, well, I'm not making it up. Trump is really a great guy and he really got a raw deal. Listen, pal, if you're one of the talk hosts I've had this conversation with, and I say past tense, I don't bother with it anymore. My life is too short. Let me just say this. It's one thing to pull that crap on your small but loyal but small following. But I'm in the same racket you are, and I ain't buying it. I ain't buying the shtick. Even if you choose to believe your own bullshit, I don't. So enough with that. I think what happened with Cumulus this week and the imminent fall of what now passes for the talk radio format in this country, well, you did it to yourselves, guys. You had it coming. Encouraging sedition, supporting a tin pot dictator in the making, pulling facts out of your ass to support your ridiculously specious arguments, all of which I could actually learn to forgive if not for the undisputable fact that in the process, the format has become one giant, excruciating, crashing bore. Don't cry to me. You did it to yourselves. Your comments, as always, welcomed and appreciated.